Hello everybody, Magma21 back here today with another video, and if you guys didn't know, I freaking love Plants vs. Zombies. So whenever I saw one of Green's videos on defenses for villages, and one of them being called Plants vs. Pillagers, I had to immediately hop on the idea to make a minigame like that. Of course, the one thing that's wrong with the Illagers and the Pillagers and whatnot is that they stop at the berry bushes and magma blocks. So you do have to kind of give them a little nudge towards the right direction. Now, albeit they do end up dying really fast, and you see that they try to just stay out of the magma blocks in general. But here's a kind of blank setup for a regular version of the game. So as you can see, we have a 5x5 area that we can go ahead and make our defense on. Over here, this is a pool level that we'll get into. Over here we have our dispensers that will be dispensing the Vindicators, Ravengers, and Pillagers. So we have to defend our little villager here. This one happens to be a cleric. He looks like a wizard. Anyways, we have a few different ones that will work for this level. We have the magma blocks, we have the cobwebs, we have the sweet berry bushes, and we have the bamboo. The bamboo act as a wall. The sweet berry bushes, if an enemy is, if any creature decides to start moving through this and physically walk through it, they would start taking damage. I think one of them died over here. The cobwebs are kind of just to slow down the enemy, and then magma blocks, of course, they deal damage to anyone that was standing on it. If you guys saw the Vindicator that I was messing around with right there. So, of course, there isn't much of natural defense. If anything, you would have to use dispensers if you want something like pea shooters or anything like that. And they would more than likely have to be manually made, or manually manned. So we're going to start over here with this level, and I'm going to just show you a setup that I like to use. This one is kind of just crude, but what we're going to do is we're going to just start planting some of these sweet berry bushes. It's good to have a double layer of them. As soon as they start growing up, if we move through them, they'll start slowing down. What we're going to do is we're then going to place some magma blocks right here. And we're going to place cobwebs on them, so then so whenever the Vindicators or whichever one's going to be popping out, there's Vindicators on this one and on this one only, but then over here we have a mix between Vindicators, Pillagers, and Ravengers. So yeah, the cobwebs are going to slow down the enemy and make it to where they are basically stuck on us. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place some bamboo. The bamboo is going to act as nothing but a wall for the enemy. And while we wait for some of those plants to grow, so we can start that, we're going to go over to here. Now this one is really tough. I haven't placed down the dispensers yet, and in fact I'm just going to spawn them over here. The tough part about this level is the fact that there's a water lane. And in case you didn't know, you can't really place much on top of the lily pads. So lily pads are just kind of, they're just kind of there. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take that out, sorry. We're going to be placing some bamboo over on these sides over here. Now the problem is that the Vindicators are going to go through here. We need something along this middle lane, these middle two lanes, that can take them out. I have no idea what could. I'm guessing pufferfish would work as a sort of natural defense. But I really don't know what else. There's a wide variety of items in Minecraft, but none of them could defend the water really well. Like, I'm trying to think, there's really not much. I mean, if anything, we could just try using the pufferfish, and I'm hoping that if the Vindicators get any close, they will activate like that, and they can attack the Vindicators. But anyways, let's continue with our defense up here. We're going to be using berry bushes all the way back. like this. We're actually gonna take out the lily pads. They're not really needed. We're just gonna. Oh, yep. I got poisoned. So yeah, the pufferfish are gonna be used for that, and yeah. Let me quickly grab some. Where are they? Vindicators. There we go. So as you can see, this isn't really speeding up that much. So what we're gonna do? So we're gonna use some plant food. I'm making I'm making very obvious Plants vs Zombies jokes around here. Well, more references than jokes. Alright. Come on, go. Alright. So that should be enough. Yeah, they do have a couple paths to maneuver through. But yeah, looks like these two are just gonna be stuck there. Well, if you think that's bad, look at this one, which was my first attempt. Yeah, those ones, they can't even see them at all. So we're going to start off by just flicking each of these levers once. And, ooh, an all Vindicator round. So, as you can see, they're kind of stuck right there. I took out the Vindicators out of my inventory. I am not a very smart person. Oh no. Alright, so as you can see, the Vindicators are kind of stuck, so it's really good to kind of have a Game Master that is kind of like nudging them in the right direction, because otherwise they're just going to stay stuck. So occasionally they need the nudge to go through the magma blocks and whatnot. So he's going to start taking damage right here. Come on, pal. You were almost through. Now he's just taking even more damage than needed. So yeah, they're not exactly the smartest of mobs. Well, I guess they're kind of smart because they're staying off the magma blocks. So we're gonna try this right here. I don't know what they're doing. What are you guys doing? Do I need to like? Okay, so they. Oh, it works! The pufferfish actually work! Oh, and they're attacking the pufferfish! Oh, but our villager's being attacked. Will this Vindicator die? The villager's just freaking out, like, I don't know what's going on! Okay, so the Vindicator isn't really dying. Oh! Alright, so yeah, I probably should have let that defense go up a little bit more. And now I know that trapdoors happen to stop the zombies from moving. So we're gonna grab more pufferfish for this defense right here. So I know that the pufferfish work now, which is really good. So we can just like fill this up, and the Vindicators will actually attack the pufferfish. So it should be more called fish versus pillagers. Anyways, how's this looking? Okay. Well, next wave is going to come in. Once again, we're going to flick these only once. We get more Vindicators. Yeah, it's grabbing them randomly, so... Yeah. Yeah, they're just getting stuck. Okay, we're gonna flick this a couple... Oh, we got a Ravager! We got a Ravager and a Pillager as well. And they're attacking each other. They're trying to make their way through to kill the villager. Oh, Ravager. Oh, I think we may have lost this. Okay, so the Ravager just absolutely destroys the berry bushes. Okay. Oh, it just destroys everything. Okay, so on this one we lost. It's kind of sad. Alright. Anyways, we're going to speed up the process of the growing of plants on this one, because we want to be able to see this one go down. So I'm so lucky that the pufferfish will actually attack and be attacked by the pillagers. So this is probably the best one to mess around with. So we're gonna send in Vindicators, and we're just gonna lower the gates. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, they're making a swim for it. Oh, look at this. This is an intense match of Plants vs. Pillagers right here. We got a Vindicator that's just over here. He's kind of like, I don't want to go anywhere because he is gonna die either which way that he goes. So we're just gonna close the gates once again. So yeah, this one just kind of only works out if the Ravager is there. So yeah, this was Plants vs. Pillagers. If you guys could come up with a really like better style of this, that would be amazing. Ignore the builds and whatnot; those were attempts at stuff that didn't work. But yeah, so this one at least works really good. This one, the Ravager is pretty overpowered. I might have to rethink the setup here. I'm definitely going to do another video on this. I want to find the perfect setup for beating the Ravager, especially, because that one just seems to be the toughest one. The Vindicators and the Pillagers aren't much of a worry. Well, at least the Vindicators aren't. Yeah. That's going to be all for the video for today, guys and gals, and I will see you all later. Bye!